In MCQ 27, we're going to cycle towards reproduction of plants. A little bit of a summary here. Plants actually have a multitude of different methods of reproduction. So we're going to start off first with either using sexual reproduction or asexual reproduction. As a quick summary, sexual reproduction involves producing gametes via the process of meiosis. And if meiosis is actually being involved, that means that the offspring from sexual reproduction will definitely be genetically unidentical as compared to the parent. Now, asexual reproduction, on the other hand, does not use gametes at all and utilizes the cell division that gives rise to genetically identical cells, which is going to be that case of mitosis itself. But even within sexual reproduction, you have two forms. We have the cross-pollination as well as the self-pollination. So self-pollination actually is going to happen for one flower by itself, and cross-pollination is going to be between two flowers. Without going into elaboration of how some plants are adapted for cross and self, cross-pollination can be separated to two more additional subset. The two agents that helps for bringing the gametes from flowers to flowers, one of them will actually be wind and the other will actually be that of insect. Now, since the question asks about the quality of the pollen grain, for wind pollen grain itself, it definitely has to be light so that they can actually be carried by the wind itself. But for insects, it's going to be slightly heavier. On the other hand, the amount that is being produced here, since wind has a less reliable chance of transporting the pollen grain, we're going to have numerous pollen grain if it's going to be dispersed by wind, but for insects, it's going to be by and far lesser. Now, to help adhere towards the body of the insect, usually the pollen grain is going to be sticky as well as rough. But the stickiness itself and the rough surface might actually cause aerodynamics to be affected, so wind dispersed pollen usually are considered to be smooth and dry. So with this, the mass of the grain has to be light, but the surface should be smooth and dry. With that, the answer for 27 for wind pollinated flowers, it has to be D.